Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back here in the mythical lands of Heim, but we are actually going to be fleeing this realm and we're going to be surfing across the internet because Minecraft is releasing quite grand and momentous news today for the future. Maybe in the upcoming 2 weeks with the brand new Copper Age drop. So let's kind of see what is going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a humble observer today in the little Minecraft community on YouTube. We're in the corner in the hotel chair and we are sitting and we're watching and we are a humble observer today. We are not going to be getting any action and we are just going to be sharing our thoughts and we're going to be listening to this man here.
Oh, I'm Vubuy and this is Minecraft Monthly.
Let's go. Are you kidding me? This is one of the coolest names that I have ever heard in my life. Where was this guy in the last video, dude?
Hello, I'm Vubuy and
Vubuy? Dude, I'm gonna name my kid that, bro. That's one of the coolest names I've ever heard in my life.
catch all 3,000.
I didn't catch a single
Let us know which
clue.
ones you found down in the comments.
There were 3,000 clues, and I didn't catch a single clue.
Drum roll, please.
I'm supposed to be a detective in this video, figuring out exactly when this is releasing and dropping, and I didn't get a single clue, but I think they're just gonna drop the name for us. So,
Huh. These drums actually remind me about this one time. I was totally...
yo. What? Don't cut off Vubuy, bruh. What are you doing, Agnes, cutting off Vubuy? That guy is a hero to the people. I was about to get some Rizlore for my local game, but no, you had to block me from hearing the beautiful forbidden knowledge that Vubuy was gonna drop on me. And for what, Agnes? Because he's talking too much? Some of us men out there, we need a positive role model.
We'll just tell you the drop name.
Okay.
And it is the Copper Age.
Yay! Oh, now that's what I'm talking about, baby. We're showing off everything. Oxidized chains, non-oxidized chains, lightning rods. Do lightning rods oxidate? I'm not seeing any oxidized lightning rods. Copper golem, no copper button. We don't need any copper buttons, baby. Copper tools, copper ingots, copper nuggets, copper armor, everything. The Copper Age. That's actually a really nice little name, you know? It's like the Stone Age, but we already had that, like in 2012 when Minecraft came out. So we're getting industrialized, baby. Maybe they'll come out with some copper rails or something. That would be quite interesting. Let's kind of see what exactly is releasing with this update real quick. The Copper Age, it's coming to Minecraft. Agnes cut off Vubuy, but she cut him off with some extreme knowledge, so... Agnes just cut off Vubuy, and Vubuy is a legend, but I will accept her cutting him off just this once because the lore drop of the Copper Age is worth the disrespect that Vubuy endured. But let's kind of do some detective work and spy work here, and see if we can piece together when exactly this update may be dropping. A spy, a detective, and I have been doing some research on past Minecraft updates, so that way we can get kind of a bearing on when exactly this update is going to come out. So, let's see exactly what is going on here. So today is August 28th, and it's a Thursday, okay? So, they just released the new Copper Age update name today. So, for past updates, for example, the Chase the Skies update, it was announced on June 1st that we are going to be getting the Chase the Skies update. We're going to get happy gas, vibrant visuals, all of that good stuff. And so, how many days later did it take? It took 16 days. On June 17th, it released with the Take to the Skies update, okay? So, let's go and look here. June 17th is a Tuesday. All right. And it's 2 weeks away from when they announced the name. Now, let's go and do another little look-see at another update that came out this year for Minecraft. We have the Tricky Trials update. The Tricky Trials update was announced on April 26, okay? April 26 is a A Saturday, okay? And then when did they have it release? It took over a month. Okay, it took over a month to release this update. But for the Take to the Skies update, it only took 2 weeks. However, both updates were released on a Tuesday. So, what do I think is going to happen with this update? Well, let's look at just one last thing in the Minecraft The Copper Age reveal video.
A copper-related player challenge coming later this week. See you next month!
See you next month. See you next month. So, what does that lead me to believe? Why would they announce the Copper Golem update, Copper Age update, and then say see you next month? That's alluding that the Copper update is going to be coming next month. And so, if Minecraft continues to follow the pattern that they're laying down, I think that they're going to be rolling out this update middle of September on either September 9th, but I think they're going to push it just a tiny bit later for September 16th, right? Smack dab middle of the month. So that's my theory. 9/16. I think that is when the Copper update is going to be officially dropping. It is a Tuesday. It is in the middle of the month. It's 2 weeks. It's over 2 weeks after the release of the actual name drop of the update. And they're saying that we're going to be seeing you next month. So I'm thinking the Copper update is coming out. One last thing, I wanted to quickly talk about the different like copper armor tools, okay? I think that copper armor is not going to be used very much in Minecraft. I don't think the copper tools are going to be used very much. I don't think they're honestly that useful. They're in like a really awkward middle ground. They look really good and they're really beautiful, but it's just less durable iron. So, I don't know. It's very interesting. I saw a very awesome idea, and it was talking about how copper attracts lightning. And I think that this could be a really interesting way to get copper balanced into Minecraft. If you think about it, you could have the copper armor attract lightning, and then if it attracts lightning, it holds the lightning as like a burst where either you get hit and it like reflects the damage onto the other player, or it's like maybe it's absorbed into your weapon and you can like use it as like a burst button and you like emit a shockwave. So I think this would be really interesting because you could start running like mixed sets of armor. You could be like like maybe the piece of armor that you have on like emits more or less damage. Like maybe boots like emit less damage, but it's like you're not taking as much of a hit on your armor points. I think that would be really interesting, and then it would be really cool to see how people would mix and match using like different types of gear, because if you bring in gear that has a unique mechanic like that, it could incentivize people to use it in their builds, even if they already have like an established Minecraft world that they've been playing on for a long time with like maxed out netherite, maxed out tools and all that. Oh, I'm gonna like rock some copper pants so that way I can have like, you know, the burst effect from the lightning. Or maybe like it could be a speed boost. Like you get hit with the lightning, you get particle effects around you, you can like sprint around and dash around faster, you know? So I think that would be an interesting idea just to throw in for the copper. I think aesthetically it's super pleasing. It looks really beautiful. Like more is always great. Like I love having more colors, more decorations, like armor stands, all that. It is going to have its purposes. However, I think in practice, it's not going to be like the most useful like set of armor that we've ever seen. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Heim. I'm really excited for the brand new Copper update. Let me know, what are you guys most excited for? What are you least excited for the update? I think that I'm most excited for the Copper Golems, even though they got rid of the Copper Golem buttons, which is a little annoying because I wanted them to automate a whole lot of my farms and trigger them into rendering in when I go into chunks, because that would be really nice, because the Ender Pearl thing isn't really working for me on Bedrock to have chunks permanently loaded in. I don't know, maybe I have to look into that more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you somehow found Heimcraft for the first time, I'm a small underground indie content creator for Minecraft. All of you guys that support me on my goal of 1,000 subscribers to get monetized and get a second income source, that would be very great. You're helping me with my dreams more than you realize. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys, learned something or found some entertainment value out of this video. And get ready for a beautiful Pale Oak Village. Get ready for more Heim, more gambling, more parkour, all of that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. K Borton out.